Welcome to Diverse Orange. My guest today is Silvia Huddlestone. Welcome, Silvia.
Hi, Terry. How you doing?
I'm
Thank you
doing
for
good.
having me.
You bet. So, Silvia, tell us where you came from.
I'm from Peru, from Lima, the capital of Peru. And as you know, Peru is a beautiful country in South America. And I'm living in United States since 2003.
Okay. And is Lima near the coast or is it in the mountains?
Lima is near to the coast. Actually, we have the Pacific Ocean next to us. And it's an amazing and very cold water from the Pacific Ocean.
Okay. Is it coming up from Antarctica, maybe?
Maybe not.
Well, what was what were you expecting when you moved to Central Florida?
Well, definitely what I love of Central Florida is the relaxed city that it was because I grew up in a city, and coming to Orlando, it was for me like a relaxed place. But then I start missing, the city movements, and it's I'm happy now how Orange County and Orlando is more like a city. So now I have kind of everything here. I was missing, Peruvian food. Now I have restaurants that are Peruvians, and I can go and eat. But the most part for me, the most beautiful part is the diverse people that live in Central Florida. Um, Probably as not many people know me, I'm a professional dance teacher, actually a professional dancer, folkloric dancer, and I used to travel around the world for many years. So I used to be in Italy and Korea, France, Hungary, Russia. Um, and then when I come here, I start see everybody around, and that make like a oh my god. So what I used to do before, now I can see it close to me every day.
Great. Well,
Mhm.
that's why we have FusionFest, right?
Exactly, and with Fusion Fest, that's the best.
So, when you came, did it take a while to acclimatize? Did you fit right in right away? Is there a Peruvian community, or were you accepted by the other parts of the community?
I was very lucky to be accepted for the people who received me here. Of course, the beginning was the struggle, the language, and sometimes it still a little bit. But I met very very nice people that took me over, teach me the language, and tell me how is to be an American. And I learned a lot, and I love the country so much. And then after years, I started looking for my community, and there are some people here. It's a small community, but we are here in Orlando.
There are a lot of Spanish-speaking folks here.
Yes.
More are from north of your country, more in the Caribbean and that
Yes.
area. So, do you find differences in Spanish amongst Spanish-speaking people from different parts here?
Yes, it is a different on the language. Even if we speak the same, but there are many, a few little words, they have different meaning from Peruvians or Colombians or Mexicans.
Have you run into any time when you've said something and it got mixed up?
Yes. And everybody looking at me and say, what are you saying? It's like, oh my God, I don't know how I can explain you this in Spanish. And we start laughing. That's
Can
all.
you tell? Can you think of any specific times you can tell us about?
Yes, it was actually in the beginning. I was trying to help somebody to translate for food. So it's a funny story is that in the mashed potato, I never forget the mashed potato. In Peru, we call puree. So no idea that from I think Puerto Rican they call papa majada. So so he was telling me, can you ask the lady that I need papa majada? And I was thinking like, what is a papa majada? And he looking at me like, are you serious? You don't speak Spanish? He says to me, I do speak Spanish, but I don't know what is a papa majada. So he started pointing me to the sign, and I said, mashed potato. Oh, and I said, puree. And he said, puree. No, papa majada. So we have like a conversation for the mashed potato, and we figured it out. You know, it's Spanish. For them, it's papa majada. For me, in Peru, it's puree. So you go to Peru and you ask for mashed potato, you're going to say puree. If you say papa majada, they're going to look to you like, what?
Yeah.
So it's a different.
Yeah. Even in the same language.
Even in the same language, yes.
So you've been dancing all around the world. When you settled here, how has that affected your dancing, or were you able to keep dancing, or how has dance remained?
It was very difficult in the beginning because I have to adapt myself to the city, to the country, to the language, to the laws and everything. So uh, literally stopped 2 years actually even listen Peruvian music because it made me so sad. And I start tearing, like, I'm missing dancing so much. I miss my music, but I couldn't pay attention. So after many years, after I settled down a little better, I start to looking for people and Peruvians. They want to learn the dances. They want to learn my culture, and that how is after a while met friends, Peruvian friends, and we decide to create this company that now is a nonprofit Raymi Dance School.
And how is that going?
Very well. It's a lot of hard working. Now as a nonprofit, I have one of my best friends is Genesis with me and my brother, Sandro. The funny story with my brother is he always was running from the dances in Peru. I said, I don't want to listen to music. I don't want you around me. And now we're working together in the nonprofit. And he said, this is unbelievable. I'm still next to you. And I said, yep.
You've roped me in.
I did, and he said, "You suck me in again." And I said, "Oh well, that's how your family." Yes.
Great. So what's up next for you?
We are, as a Peruvian culture, we're growing very much. We are very happy. Thanks to many people that help us with to share Peruvian culture, and one of the person is you, Terry. Thank you very much. It's like now Peruvians or Peruvian culture is little more known in Orlando. I know the food is amazing from Peruvians. It's very popular, but the dances, the traditional culture is not. And now that's what we're doing. We have the pleasure to work with the Orlando Museum of Art since 2018. And every year we do celebrate Peru Independence Day. It's a free event that we run for the community so they can learn more about Peru. And since 3 years ago, we are now performing at Dr. Phillips Center for the Performing Art. So we start at the Pew in 2022. And last year we did at the Steinmetz Hall. And this year also we're going to come back in July 27th, 2024 at the Steinmetz Hall with Peruvian culture. Very proud of everybody. They're working hard.
And what was it that brought you to Central Florida?
It brought me to Central Florida, the diverse. So, and actually working on what everybody is very focused right now. My group is not just Peruvians. I have American people. They don't have nothing to do with Peru. I have a guy from Honduras, from El Salvador. I have Puerto Ricans, and of course, a few Peruvians. They're learning. So I think we are working in progress. It's just the country doesn't belong to one person. I think the country belongs to everybody. They want to learn. They want to enjoy it. And that's what Raymi Dance School is doing.
And in Peru, you're talking about traditional folkloric dance.
Uh-huh.
Is that very popular amongst the general population in Peru?
It is. Folkloric or traditional culture has been teaching since kindergarten in schools, and go all the way to even in college or universities. There are small groups that you want to learn Peruvian culture besides your profession. You can enjoy it and learn.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for contributing so much to the culture here in Central Florida, and thank you for being my guest today on Diverse Orange.
Thank you, Terry. Actually, once again, thank you to everybody in Orange County. It's a pleasure to live in this city. It's a pleasure to enjoy the diversity we are, the united we are, and of course, I want to thank to all the people like you that's fighting and working hard to make our culture very valuable. Thank you, Terry.
You're welcome. And thank you for watching this edition of Diverse Orange.